The more people tell you it's not possible, that it can't be done, the more you should be absolutely determined to prove them wrong. Treat the word impossible as nothing more than motivation. And I have to say this. I made it the old-fashioned way. It's real estate. You know, it's real estate. And I have assets, the greatest assets, Trump Tower, 1290 Avenue of the Americas, Bank of America building in San Francisco, 40 Wall Street, sometimes referred to as the Trump building. $9,240 million. A total net worth of $8 billion. Net worth, not assets, not liability. A net worth after all debt, after all expenses. So the total is $8,737,540,000. In fact, one of the big banks came to me and said, Donald, you don't have enough borrowings. Could we loan you $4 billion? I said, I don't need it. I don't want it. And I've been there. I don't want it. But in 2 seconds, they'd give me whatever I wanted. Ronnie Jackson, my doctor. He was an admiral, a doctor, and now he's a congressman. I said, which is the best? And he sort of indicated doctor because he loved looking at my body. It was so strong, powerful. He was the White House doctor. And he said, I'm the healthiest president that's ever lived. Now, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that to brag because you know what? I don't have to brag. I don't have to, believe it or not. I'm doing that to say that that's the kind of thinking our country needs. We need that thinking. We have the opposite thinking. We have people that don't have it. We have people that are morally corrupt. We have people that are selling this country down the drain. We have losers. We have losers. What we do in the next few months and the next few years will determine whether American civilization will collapse or fail, or whether it will triumph, thrive. The very civilization that rescued billions from poverty, disease, violence, and hunger, and that lifted humanity to new heights of achievement, discovery, and progress. What imprint will you leave in the sands of history? Because believe me, we're in a bubble. We have artificially low interest rates. We have a stock market that frankly has been good to me, but I still hate to see what's happening. We have a stock market that is so bloated. Be careful of a bubble. We have to rebuild our infrastructure, our bridges, our roadways, our airports. You come into LaGuardia Airport, it's like we're in a third world country. You look at these airports, we are like a third world country. And I come in from China, and I come in from Qatar, and I come in from different places. And they have the most incredible airports in the world. We really do have to get going. Rebuild the country's infrastructure. Nobody can do that like me, believe me. By making the United States, by making us rich again, by taking back all of the money that's being lost. End Common Core. Common Core it is a disaster. What they do is unbelievable. How bad? Education has to be local. We will restore patriotic education to our schools. And we will teach our children to love their country, honor our history, and to always respect our great American flag. For the sake of our honor, for the sake of our children, for the sake of our union, we must protect and preserve our history, our heritage, and our great heroes. This is your heritage, and our American liberty is your God-given right. Each of you should take immense pride in what you have achieved and strengthen our military and take care of our vets. So important. Fully support and back up the Second Amendment. That's when we become Greece. That's when we become a country that's unsalvageable. And we're going to be there very soon. We're going to be there very soon. Today I heard it. through stupidity in a very, very hardcore prison, interestingly named Clinton. Two vicious murderers, two vicious people escaped. And a woman was on television this morning. And she said, you know, Mr. Trump, I always was against guns. I didn't want guns. And now, since this happened, it's up in the prison area. My husband and I are finally in agreement because he wanted the guns. We now have a gun on every table. We're ready to start shooting. That was a lesson for us all, a tremendous indicator of what's happening in our country. But they said there is no path to victory for Donald Trump. They forgot about the forgotten people. By the way, they're not forgetting about the forgotten people anymore. They're going crazy trying to figure it out. But I told them, far too late. It's far too late. Because what you've seen in the past might be small potatoes compared to what happens. So be very, very careful. That's the point of no return. Together we are standing up against some of the most sinister forces, entrenched interests, and vicious opponents our people have ever seen. You could say our country has never seen anything like it. Our country is being destroyed more from the inside than out. In our schools, our newsrooms, even our corporate boardrooms. Sadly, the American dream is dead. Frankly, like never before. But no matter how big or powerful these corrupt radicals may be, you must never forget our nation does not belong to them. Our nation belongs to you. You will build a future where we have the courage to chase our dreams no matter what the cynics and the doubters have to say. You will have the confidence to speak the hopes in your hearts and to express the love that stirs your souls. This is your home where generations of farmers and ranchers and sheriffs and lawmen, cowboys and pioneers helped build up the greatest nation in the history of the world, and we will never let any socialist or communist movement take that away from us. I know that each of you will do what is right, not what is the easy way, and that you will be true to yourself and your country and your beliefs. I think we have to do what we have to do to bring our nation back, right? America is on the edge of an abyss, and our movement is the only force on earth that can save it. This movement right here. Our MAGA movement is by far the greatest political movement in the history of our country. And you know what it really stands for? Loving our country. That's all it is. The fake news, they never even question it because it is. There's never been anything like it. The job that's been done is unbelievable. You are the loyal defenders of our heritage, our liberty, our culture, our Constitution, and our God-given rights. You never stop fighting for America, and I will never, ever stop fighting for you. It won't happen. Because we are one movement, one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God, including all of the hardworking activists who dedicate their lives to preserving a thing called American freedom. They're incredible people, spectacular people, sometimes underappreciated, unfortunately, but we appreciate them. We know what they go through. In your hearts are inscribed the values of service, sacrifice, and devotion. Now you must go forth into the world and turn your hopes and dreams into action. Remember your duty, honor your history, take care of the people God put into your life. Because faith is lifting up our souls, American pride is beating in our hearts, and pure, unflinching courage is coursing through our veins. There is no mountain we cannot climb. There is no summit we cannot reach. There is no challenge we cannot meet. There is no victory we cannot have. No dream is too big. No challenge is too great. Nothing we want for our future is beyond our reach. We must always remember that we share one home and one glorious destiny. Whether we are brown, black, or white. Never cease to be proud of who you are and the principles you hold dear and stand by. Wear your values as your badge of honor. We will not bend. We will not break. We will not yield. We will never give in. We will never give up. We will never, ever back down. And it is time to start talking about greatness for our country again. We want to talk about greatness. What have we been talking about? COVID, the environment. The sea is going to rise 1/100th of an inch within the next 300 years. We don't want to talk about the things we've been talking about. We want to talk about greatness for our country and dream big and bold and daring. We have to do that. This is no time for complacency. We cannot be complacent. My fellow Americans, this incredible journey we are on together has only just begun. It's called the road less traveled. I know that each of you will be a warrior for the truth. Your lives will have meaning and purpose and joy. You will become leaders, and you will inspire others to achieve the dreams they once thought were totally impossible. Things that you said could never, ever happen are already happening for you. And together we will make America powerful again. We will make America wealthy again. We will make America safe again. We will make America strong again. We will make America proud again. We will make America united again. And we will make America great again.